Good morning. Welcome everybody to Creative Referral Network. Second time we're doing the live streaming, so we're still getting used to that a little bit. But so I'll just remind everybody to come stand up here in front of the camera before you start speaking, and then we'll do that. Linda is our 5-minute today, and so we'll hear from her, and it looks like she's got several quilts for us to look at and admire and drool over. And so we'll be looking at those here in a little bit. We've got a few that are out probably because of the holiday, and it kind of snuck up on me last night, and I know to be here and be ready. But anyway, so we'll get started. Who would like to go first this morning?
I will.
Okay. Whoa, you two got bested this morning. Come on up.
I'm Joanne with Pain Go Away Magnetic Jewelry. Jewelry for men, women, and pets. I don't say kids. Sometimes they'll get one if they're spoiled and their parents buy it for them. But they don't really need it, most of them. It is for pain of all kinds. Fibromyalgia, shingles, arthritis. And it does work well for most people. You'll find a few now and then that it won't. But of course, you find a few that medicine don't work for too. I also try to make it pretty as I can, so they like to wear it even if they really don't need it. I set up at Farmers Market on Saturday morning from 7 to noon, downtown Fort Smith by the Garrison Avenue Bridge. Come down and see me if you need anything like that for pretty or for pain. I'm Joanne with Pain Go Away.
All right, and one thing that she didn't mention that we were talking about before, if it's with the magnets, if you got a pacemaker, you need to not wear them because it'll mess that up. Also, pregnant women. Or if you use a laptop a lot, you don't want it on your right hand because that's right over the hard drive and will mess up your computer. So you don't want to do that. Any other shout outs?
I have a client that I referred over to her to get one, and she's found some relief from the magnets. They're not for everybody, but she has found some relief with her nerve pain.
Okay, good. Come on up.
I'm Laura with the Crawford County Adult Education Center. I'm just going to remind you guys about some upcoming events that we have going on at the center. This week, we're going to be going out to the Mulberry Public Library from 3:30 to 5:30. We're looking to get some classes started in Mulberry. We want to take our classes out to the community in case it's a little bit difficult for somebody to come all the way to Van Buren. So on this Wednesday, it's the 7th, from 3:30 to 5:30 at the Mulberry Public Library. You can come out. We'll have some light refreshments, some door prizes, just an opportunity to meet the staff and learn a little bit about all the services that we offer. We'll be doing the same thing the next day at the Van Buren Housing Authority, their community center. And that one's going to be from 1 to 3. And you can check out all these events on our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram, and our website, of course. All these are advertised on there. We'll be doing the same thing there, light refreshments, chance to win door prizes, opportunity to meet some staff and learn about services, because we are also teaching classes at the Van Buren Housing Authority for students that can't make it into the main center. Transportation is definitely always an issue. So we want to make sure that we're reaching everybody that we can. Later on in the month, Alma Public Library will be hosting a lunch and learn. So we're going to serve lunch, opportunity to meet the staff that works out at our Alma location. And for those of you that don't know, we teach GED classes and computer classes in Alma, so students don't have to come to Van Buren as well. And all these classes are free of charge, and our biggest event coming up is our career fair. That's the following day, Tuesday, September 20th. It's a free event open to the public, and of course for our students too. It's a career fair, so we'll have employers that are looking to hire. We'll also have schools, so if you want to get retrained, you'll have an opportunity to do that. And last but not least, community resources. Everything we can do to connect anybody to the resource that they need to take that next step for their job. And of course, we'll do help with resumes, dress for success. I'm trying to set up some mock interviews that day, and we'll have somebody on campus to help out with online job applications too. So it's going to be a really busy day. That's Tuesday, September 20th, and that's from 11 to 2. So anybody can come out for that. It's free. Again, you can check out all these events on our Facebook. Just look for Crawford County Adult Education Center, and also our Twitter, our Instagram, and our website. So we'd love to have you guys all out for that, and it's free and open to the public. Also for businesses, great time to network. And if you are looking for employees, vendor space is available for free. So it's a great opportunity to come out and meet some potential employees too. And that's all I've got today.
I feel like this is the only stage to come in on
Yeah,
because they keep coming around.
When I come out, I'll probably upset your.
Oh, that's fine. Kathy, you want to go next?
Sure, I will.
All right. Been a while since we've seen you, so come
I
on.
know.
Do you need me to hold some stuff for you?
I can set it down.
Okay.
Good morning, I'm Kathy McDaniel with Tastefully Simple, and we kind of changed a little bit around from what we were when I was coming a couple years ago. Now we're trying to solve your dilemma problems. And dinner, I mean, by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, very few people know what they're having for dinner. And so we're trying to solve that. And our catalog now, 80% of we have 80 products now in our catalog that are Eat Well, and that means there is no MSG, there's no added preservatives, it's good for you, and it's going to help. And you can make any of our meals, change them, they're just easy. But one of the things we have is this dinner box, and it has 5 meals in here, and it even comes with a little container so that you can take lunch the next day to work. But inside that, there are each box of recipes, and you have your main dish, you have a side, and then you have a remix for the next day. So you don't have to take exactly the same thing you had for dinner. And it comes with all the Tastefully Simple samples, exactly the right quantities for what you need to make your meal. And most of our meals can be on the dinner table in 30 minutes. So how easy is that? And it's so much cheaper. And most of our meals are, and of course, this is our simple plans. We can go all the way up to a 30-meal plan. And it gives you a grocery list, so you can go to the grocery store and you have everything in your house, and you can make them freezer meals, or you can make them right at that time. But they're $3 or less per serving. So you cannot go through the drive-thru for that, and you definitely cannot go out and eat for $3 per person. So I am Kathy with Tastefully Simple, and I'm going to give this one for door prize. But the choice, whoever wins that, you have to fix it, and then you have to come back and tell us what you liked about that. And I have a snack. These are our, and I brought a little snack. These are our beer bread and muffins, and they're really tiny, so if you're trying to watch what you're eating. But they're breakfast on the go, so they've got sausage, eggs, and beer bread. What else more could you want?
You're spoiling us today.
Yeah.
You probably will not get it again. But these are great to make and put in the freezer, because that's what we do. And then you take them out and throw them in the microwave before you go the next day.
Since we're last, we get to eat them all.
That's right.
There you go. There you go.
The benefits of attending live.
That's right. That's right.
Smell-o-vision.
That's what we need, smell-o-vision. No. Oh, only in cases like this.
Only pleasant smell.
Yes, only pleasant smells. We'll filter out the others.
Thank you.
Anyway, all
I
right.
don't think watching like something watching something like The Walking Dead would be beneficial with smell-o-vision. So
Probably not. Probably not. All right. And Kathy, do you have any of the catalogs or anything with you? Okay. So if anybody wants some, we got those. Okay. Because it's been a while and I probably need a new one. So. All right. Let's see, Adam, I think you're up next. And Linda's coming.
greetings and salutations. I am Adam L. Spain with the Eden Wellness Alliance. Health and wellness the way God intended. All natural, non-invasive approaches to your health, wealth, and relationships. All right, so intro done. As far as announcements for the Eden Wellness Alliance, we are not having our usual, we've been having our State of the Association address, which is just kind of a live event that we do on Facebook once a week on Thursdays. It's been going on, and I've been liking doing it, and I will continue to do it. It's just we are going to be at conferences this Thursday and then next Thursday, so that won't be happening these next coming weeks. And we probably won't be having the live CRN broadcast these next couple weeks either, so those of you that don't like being on camera, you will be off the hook for those couple weeks. But getting back to the Eden Wellness Alliance, we do have plans to do other things. Maybe during the week we'll do like a Facebook Live video, just something quick in case, or a trip, or a tip or something like that along our trip way. But other than that, that's what we have going on. We are going to be having, again, events coming up after we get back from the conferences I need to go to, and again, the education, stuff like that. So keep your eyes open for those events, and that's everything I have. I am Adam L. Spain with the Eden Wellness Alliance, health and wellness the way God intended.
He's only wearing one hat today besides doing our video. So, all right. All right. Well, I guess I'm next, and then Linda's coming up. She's ready to go. I'm Ron with Cellcom, Cellular Computer and Gadget Repair. You know what we do just because of the name. Phones, computers, tablets, any of those tech devices, we can repair them. We'll tell you what's needed up front, especially if you come in with a computer and there's an issue and we don't know what it is and we've got to look at it. We'll look at it for free. We're still, I believe we're the only shop that still does that. We'll look at it for free and diagnose it, and then you tell us what you want to do with it. Right now I've got a couple of iPhone 6 Pluses that we've got for sale that are almost brand new. They're in immaculate condition. So if you know anybody that's looking for an iPhone 6 Plus, they're both white. I've got two of them ready for sale. We are still doing the used phones. We've got a couple of tablets. We've got, may have a computer. I haven't decided if we're going to use it in the shop yet or if I'm going to sell it, but it'll probably be in the $120 to $150 range as far as the computer. If you have anybody that wants to, that needs one or wants a new computer, it is running Windows 10. It is an Acer, but it's in good shape. So if you have anything that we can help you out with, let us know. Otherwise, just protect those phones. All right, Miss Linda, she's been, for those of you that are watching with us, she's handing out quilts. I think we're getting to take those all home. I'm hoping everybody's got one in their lap just about, and she's bringing. I've got to come out of the. Yeah, this is the one. Boy, this is a nice big one. I hope she is just giving these away today. Somehow I don't think so, but here she is. Go on up, Linda.
I'm Linda with Cozy Quilts and Things, and everybody's going to help me out by being Vanna this morning.
Gotcha.
So therefore you get to get up and display a quilt. Quilts comes in various sizes, shapes, designs. You just never know what you're going to get unless you ask. So you're going to see some that's traditional, some that is non-traditional, some that's just fun. So it is something to look at, to enjoy, put on your beds, use, especially with these being machine quilted. They're very usable because the stitching is not going to be as apt to break as what a hand quilted quilt will be. Hand quilted quilts, you do have to take more care with them, because if you don't, you bust the stitches, then you have, you know, places that is loose. And people nowadays, a lot of times, do not know how to repair as far as replacing the stitching. Can I do that? Yes, I can do that. Do I do that? No, I don't. So I have helped one customer. It was an older lady that had brought me a quilt. Said, I think I've just done 2 or 3 blocks in it and hand quilting. Just pick out the stitches and machine quilted. Well, I'm sorry, whenever I opened it up, she had probably close to half of it done. I couldn't bring myself to take the stitches out and do it, so I took it up to the house and finished hand quilting it for her. And that was one of the rare cases I charged her only for machine quilting, not hand quilting, because if I hand quilt a quilt, it will be very expensive. So now if we'll have our Vannas to come up. Kathy. Okay. What Kathy has here is called a Jacob's Ladder. And this is very muchly so a traditional quilt. So therefore, you have something that is an old pattern. I've got it more of a modern look because of the fabrics, but this is a full size, I believe, if I remember correctly. So that is that. Thank you, Kathy. What Laura has is called a sampler quilt, because every block in it is a different block. So therefore, this was made up as a block of the month, and this, I think, is a throw size. It is basically a throw size, and this has a lot of the old patterns in it, but because of it being sampler, you get 12 different designs in that. Thank you, Laura. Now here comes fun. We have Christmas, and you're seeing that part, but we're going to go to the inside. To the inside here. I know I'm making it very difficult.
Here we go.
Is actually a panel. And then the Christmas continues out from that. This has a poem that went along with the panel, which I won't read it all, but this is called The Tattered Snowman. I think that is correct. So it is just a fun thing. And then Joanne. This is a throw. People are always saying, oh, but I have so many scraps. Use them. There is nothing wrong with using your scraps up. This is strictly what we call a scrappy quilt. And it is made out of anywhere from 1.5 to 3 inch strips and just put together along with an outside border on it. Thank you, Joanne. Then we have Ron. And Ron looks like I have it kind of wadded, but I did it on purpose. No, that's okay, because that's what I was wanting to show. This is more of a modern quilt. I don't have an actual name for this one. I tease my customers. I love to have lots of fun in my shop. And I tell them, a lady brought this type of design in on her quilt. Everybody liked it so well. So when she came back, I told her, I said, I plagiarized and everything. But if I plagiarize, I'm very nice about it. I tell people that I do. So this could be a very elegant type of quilt just because of the design, plus The fabric that is on the front is also on the back, which makes it highly reversible. Thank you, Ron. And then this one that Adam has is an old pattern, and it is called a drunkard's path. So Adam hid whenever I said drunkard's path.
It's excellent. It's an excellent one. Wonderful.
This, this was brought to me by one of my customers, very frustrated, said, I can't do this, and just gave me the pieces and said, here, you can just have it, and everything. So I pieced it together. This made my second time that I had made a drunkard's path. The first time I made one, I messed up. It's very prudent that you read instructions. I didn't read instructions the first time. And whenever I got it made, I was just like, this doesn't look like the pattern in the book. So then I read the directions. You set these together in blocks of 16. I set the first one together in blocks of 4s. So needless to say, it didn't come out correctly. So thank you, Adam. But as you can see, it goes from very modern to the very more or less contemporary to the old patterns. And it goes according to each individual, what they like. You have some people that they wouldn't have the old designs, but they do like the modern. I have one, well, I made 2 quilts that is called Just Can't Cut It. And a lady brought the pattern in the other day and said, I want to make this and I can't figure out the directions and how much fabric I need. I had to laugh because that was also another one I plagiarized and everything. And I had the fabric wrote down that they needed. And amazingly, what I had wrote down corresponded with the actual to goodness pattern. So I was like, well, I didn't do so bad. And so I can do that kind of figuring. But I am Linda with Cozy Quilts and Things. Quilts is a very loving thing that you can have not only for yourself, but to give to your loved ones.
Thank you. And my wife is a big snowman person. And a couple of years ago, I had Linda make a couple of throws, one for her and one for my daughter. And the snowman, that particular snowman is in the center of it. And she uses it not so much as a throw, but she uses it on the bed. Actually, when I get up in the mornings, I have to put that throw on her side of the bed because she says my heating blanket is gone, so I've got to put that on her. And if she goes to bed before I do, she'll have it on, and I have to take it off before I get in the bed. So otherwise, she'll be throwing it off. But anyway, those wonderful, she does wonderful quilts. All right, let's see. I think that's everybody as far as our commercials this morning. Announcements as far as what's coming up. We've got is the breakfast brew tomorrow?
Yes.
And it is where? Do you remember? Okay. Well, Hopes Creek. Okay. Over in Van Buren, Hopes Creek Retirement Center. So if you can be there, and that is at what time?
7:45.
7:45. So if you want to be there, that'll be a good one, and that's held by the chamber. And then business after hours.
Same day as the career fair, so if you come to that and then go to business after hours.
So the 20th, September the 20th.
At Sparks Medical Center, Van Buren.
Okay, so that'll be at Sparks.
And that starts at 5:15.
Okay, all right. Any other announcements or events?
Point Quilters Guild, October the 14th and 15th, I believe,
Okay,
in the Fort Smith Convention Center.
okay. All right. Karis is not here. I will mention that there is a chess championship coming up, and the details have all just left my mind. I can look it up. I've got a flyer at the shop with all that information. So if you're interested or know somebody that would like to get in on the chess competition, and I believe this one is open if you're rated or not, but you do have to register. And it's going to be at Big Jake's. It's all day on a Saturday. I think they're going to start at like 8:30 and be out by 4:30 if you're wanting to get out quick. Other than that, it'll continue on, I'm sure. But there's a chess tournament there, you know.
October 8th.
October 8th. Thank you. I knew it was coming up soon, but I didn't remember the date. All right. Any others? Okay. We will do door prizes in just a moment, but I want to remind everyone there's several that aren't here. I'm sure part of it has to do with the holiday yesterday and everybody's missing. Susan Forey should be our 5-minute for next week. But if you notice somebody that's not here, call them, tell them you missed them, let them know. We're not badgering anybody to come. It's up to them. And if it's not doing anything for their business, then they probably don't need to be here. But I know it helps mine, and I think it's helped everybody that's in here, or it's done, and we all refer for each other. And that's the big thing, is that we refer back and forth and let each other know, or let folks know about each of our businesses. So it all adds up and it helps. So, okay. So everyone have a good and productive day. Thank you.